round 3 of LFR Monday night racing here, of course, at the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps. The longest circuit on the calendar, of course, and one of the best, I think, for racing. So hopefully we'll have a really good one tonight. We've got about 10 seconds to wait for everyone to ready up. I am, as I said yesterday, if you caught that, I am on my own tonight. So only me for company. We'll see how things go. Got 19 drivers just waiting for Beckett as he is just readied up. As I said that, nice cue there. So quickly, we will go through the constructor standings. We didn't do that last week as it goes, so we will have a quick look at that. So we'll have a look at the top 10 from the drivers' standings from last week. So we've got Amir Guna in the Haas, who is in first place at the minute with 44 points, 25 points for DxT. Matty in the Ferrari winning last week. Big Weir is in third, who didn't race last week, on 19 points in the Aston Martin. Dr. Wolfgang is in fourth on 15 points. Zeed, who is no longer with us actually, so he'll be out, was on 15 points also. Phoenix in the Mercedes on 12 points in 6th place, which would be 5th place. 7th place for Veloce Ayu with 12 points, and also for Taylor McKenzie in the McLaren. Just Gaming is in the Ferrari on 10 points, and in 10th place is MSC Trundles in the Alpine on 8 points. And we'll just dive quickly to the constructors' standings. So, Haas are leading the constructors, no surprise there, with 59 points. In second is Ferrari with 35 points, 31 points for Aston Martin. Fourth is Alpha Tauri on 19 points. Alpine are also on 19 points. 18 points for McLaren. Mercedes have got 12 points. Alfa Romeo have got 10 points in 8th place. 9th place is Williams on 2 points, and 10th place is the Red Bull outfit. So back to on-track action here. Everyone getting out rather quickly. The weather is looking pretty gloomy here at Spa this evening. So we'll just work out who the first driver is going to be to start a lap. Got a couple of drivers on the medium. Seeing Veloce on the softs actually, straight out the blocks. Bit of an interesting one there. So I do think, actually, I caught the right man. I think Veloce is going to be the first man to start his lap, as he does get a bit of a kick out of the final corner as you go down towards turn 1. And we're about to head along this semi-stretch here towards the mighty Rouge Radion section here up the hill, about 40 metres in elevation change there. It's about 2 of your houses in less than, just over a second. Pretty impressive. Down the Camel straight now. Just watching him flick it to this left, right, and then down the hill into this next right-hander, which is notorious for understeer here, as you're coming out on to the exit curb and around No Name corner and down towards Prawn. Now, as you already worked out, I can't remember all the names to every corner, so I might have to quickly look that up in a second. So he negotiates Prawn now rather well. It comes down to the right, left chicane here towards the end of the second sector. Just see how he can do for the rest of this lap. He's going to power down towards the bus stop chicane, but before that he's got to negotiate. Oh, and he's got his teammate in the Aston Martin just giving him a bit of a tow there. Might have just caught him off guard there on his lap. Going around Blanchimont and into the bus stop now. And I think this is a little bit of a practice they were doing yesterday. I do know about using the tow in qualifying. 42.3 for Veloce Ayu. We'll keep an eye on that. We're going to have a Red Bull come through as well. Sorry, Williams of Adrenaline. Keep doing that. all season long. Just got the other Aston Martin, of course, starting his lap, hoping to get a toe off his teammate again. We'll have to see if he does. I think he will a bit later on in the lap. Some more times coming in now. We've got Taylor, who's set his lap on medium tyres. His teammate, young one, is just negotiating rally on there. Does it rather well, and Dixie on his out lap. We've got the Alfa Romeo driver of H. Bosworth coming to the bus stop for the first time in any sort of anger, and he's just about to come across the line now to set his time on the soft tyres. What's he do? He goes fourth fastest, 42.7, very close to our championship leader Amir Guna in the Haas, as he's just finished his lap on the soft tyres as well. So just seeing that young one has invalidated his lap time. Got DxT Massey just starting his lap. Down the end of the coming straight into the chicane. I have now got the board up. They are coming to memory now. I didn't remember all of them. We're going into Barrage now, and down, of course, the corner that has no name. Now has a name. There's no name corner. Try and work that one out when you've had a few drinks. As you see DxT Massey coming round, put on in the Ferrari, been on board with him for his entire lap. We'll see how he gets on in a few moments. Got Tay Pasta, season 1 champion in the Alpine, coming down towards Pouon. Also, see if we've got any drivers just finishing their laps. I think we're going to have Beckett start his lap, obviously reserving once again in the Red Bull. Ooh, and he's just had an incident there. What happened there? That was very strange. As we see Massey now said we'll catch up with him at the end of his lap, as we do. As he crosses the line now, goes 11th fastest. Really is going to have to improve on his lap. Of course, we've got Bugs Bunny in the house as well, who is also reserving in this race, obviously Tuesday and Sunday driver. As I just take a swig of my coffee, as we just see him coming down towards Bronson now. Apologies for my horrible pronunciations of these corners as well, and just see what Bugs Bunny can do at the end of his lap. See him go through the final 2 corners of the bus stop and up the hill now on power, and down to start finish straight to the right hand side. Goes 10th fastest. He's pretty competitive in that midfield in the minute. We've got Tay now taking the preliminary pole position time with around 9.5 minutes to go. Got Veloce on an out lap. We've got Bugs Bunny, who is out. That's not what you want to be doing on your in lap, I have to admit. But oh, and Phoenix is also out as well. Got caught out by that incident as well. So 2 drivers out in the space of a couple of seconds there. But Anthony didn't get caught up in that mess, not able to go and have a look at that there. You did see a hat just go through. I can see a few drivers. I'm trying to see Phoenix on the right hand side there. Bit of traffic going on here down the Camel, and we've got a Ferrari in the background who I do think is on a lap. We need to make sure we're getting well out of the way. too sure if Matty's on a lap or not. We'll get back to that. Only got the drivers towards the back of the field setting laps. Haven't had Beckett set a lap yet, and is in the pits. Got Anthony coming around the final few corners round Blanchimont. He comes and up to the bus stop. Really difficult to negotiate that corner. It's quite hard to get the apex on the first of the two corners. He takes preliminary pole position, stamps himself there into Monday night. A 1:41.9. That was a hell of a lap, and got just under a tenth in his pocket there. So not really much to shout about in terms of his rival in second place, but to take that pole position, or preliminary pole position, should I say, because we've still got quite a while to go, is rather impressive. There's some drivers going quite slow at the back of the field. We'll stay with young one, as he's still not to set a lap in the McLaren. Just been told to turn up my mic a little bit, so just bear with me 1 second. There we go, that's probably a little bit better now. Actually, I might just make it just a... There we go. That was thanks to Tapas there. Sorry if I was a little bit quiet for some people, but that could be a little bit better for people now. Sinte off the circuit, letting that Aston Martin go through. Both of them giving each other the toe there, and I think Veloce has just finished his lap. They're trying it again. We'll see how it goes for Big Weir this time. Let's see if he can snatch that pole position. He does for the time being. A 41.9 as well. 3/100ths of a second separate the top two at the moment. Got Tay just coming out into a bit of traffic. Going to set his final lap. We'll see and look at the counter in a second when these yellow flags go. We've got 6 minutes, just caught that. But it is getting rather busy out there. Got 18 drivers on the track. Got 2 Alfa Romeos close together. Of course, both our former Tuesday night drivers coming to Monday. Put them as teammates. It seems like they're going to try and play the team game in qualifying, give each other a bit of a toe potentially. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not 100% sure who's on a lap and who's not, but I know who's not on the track. It's Dr. Wolfgang, who's been spun round of his own accord, should I say, at Pouhon. And H. Bosworth has retired from the session. I think he's caught that on pit entry, and he's really caused an issue there with drivers coming through to start laps. And yeah, no, that's not good. Where he's sat at the minute, that really is not the place to be. Let's hope his car gets cleared up pretty quickly. I think it has done now. It might have ruined the start of Beckett's lap, but the start finish straight is quite a short one, and compared to the other straights on this circuit. Big Weir takes preliminary pole position, a couple of tenths. These times are starting to rocket down now, and it's all getting rather exciting towards the end of this session. Looks like the toe is working for the Astons, and they're taking the front row at the moment. Let's see if the Alpine and the our championship leader, of course, is just diving into the pits probably for the final time to change his tyres and get back out there and hopefully snatch that pole position time. And so there is a bit of a gap for Amir Guna, but obviously we know he's really rather good in race pace, of course. We'll just have to wait and see what these drivers can do. Big Weir's going to come around and get back into the pits, but it's going to be tight. The circuit is a long one. As you can see, the pole position time is a 41.7, and they're all sort of in the high 41s, the top three at the minute. So it is going to be a really interesting one to see if he can come back out. I don't think he's going to be able to make it. Let's see if if Beckett can make something of himself now when he comes out of the final corner. And I think he's only going to get one more chance if he stays on this tyre. Goes up to 9th place. He breaks into the top 10. And he'll be quite happy with that, to be back in 18th. He's literally doubled his halved himself on the grid there, going from 18th to 9th. Got Trunders on a lap. I think he's the only other man on a lap. We'll just see Big Weir, who's just about to come into the pits, I think, and he's got 2 and a bit minutes to go. 2 minutes 45. I'm guessing I can't see the clock at the minute, but yeah, just about now. 2 minutes 45. It's going to be a very close one. I don't think he's going to make it. Veloce's already gone out to start his lap. You can really hear these cars not being driven in anger actually on this game now. You can just tell he's in a high gear, just keeping the engine quite cool. Well, maybe he is on a lap, sorry. He just sounded very, very quiet there than usual. Maybe it's because it's the Renault. The Alpine, of course, having the only Renault power units this year. Trunders goes into 10th place, knocks Dr. Wolfgang down to 11th. They've been out of this session, and I don't think he'll be too hard done by there, Dr. Wolfgang. He'll be quite happy about that. Iggy has just started his lap, and sorry, crucially, Big Weir has done it on the medium tyres. I didn't even notice that before. That is oh no, sorry, it isn't. He's just fitted the medium tyres. That's interesting. I don't think he knows. I think he knows he hasn't got enough time. No, I don't think he's coming out again. So we'll have to see if anyone can beat his time. They got to best their time by 2/10 at least on the front row and second row, or just about anyway. Just waiting to see some of these drivers finish, start their laps, sorry, or finish them potentially. No, I think Matty has just started a lap on the soft tyres. I think everyone is on the softs. Big Weir is out, yeah, out on the mediums, but I think he's just out to give a tow, to be honest. This is interesting, because does he really want to give up his pole position here? I'm not too sure about this from Big Weir's point of view, but he is going to help his teammate. We have got a car out on the right hand side there. Not too sure who that was. Honestly, not too sure who that was. Oh, I think it was Anthony. This is interesting. This could turn into Big Weir actually holding up his teammate. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll get back to these guys in a minute. We got Vedran taking preliminary pole position by 5/10 from second place now. Big Weir, who's not going to be able to set another time, who has just let Veloce go now, and Anthony is in the wall. It's very strange. Don't know what's going on there. Tay is finished and is going to be starting at least P5. But Vedran at the moment has got that pole position time. We'll see what anyone else can do. Matty goes into third on those soft tyres. So is it going to be an Aston Martin 1-2? No, it's going to be a 2-3, and Vedran at the moment is taking pole position. I can probably safely say at the moment that might be the case, but it's not just over yet. We've got Taylor, who's off the circuit, not going to be able to finish his lap. We've got Apex now coming to finish his final lap. 46 dead to beat. He's really not had a good qualifying session. Goes up to 13th, 42.9 for him. Got a Ferrari just gaming going through. Goes 9th fastest. Got Iggy now, I think, is the last man, or second to last man even, because we've got Trunders, who is going to be finishing his lap. See what he can do across the start finish. 12 to beat, goes 11th. So that is the end of qualifying. Just got Tay to come round and finish. Tay, if you can hear me, you can retire on track if you like, as you're the last one. But anyway, that is it. Vedran is going to be taking pole position. But of course, the one to talk about actually is probably the two Aston Martins, but the one especially, Big Weir in third place on the medium tyres. Now that is interesting. This is going to be a one-stop. It is 22 laps. Doesn't seem that long, but it is a long circuit. So this should be it. Just going to have to see what happens in the next 5 or so seconds, I think. Oh, it was even earlier than that. So there we go. That will be your final 18 for the session. Vedran takes pole position with Veloce Ayub in second. Big Weir is in third. DxT Massey is in fourth. Anthony is in fifth. Tay Pasta is sixth. Seventh is Amir Guna. Eighth is Iggy Combo. Just Gaming is in ninth. H. Bosworth is rounding out the top 10. 11th is Trunders. Beckett is 12th. Apex is 13th. 14th is Dr. Wolfang. Young One is in 15th. Bugs Bunny is not going to be happy with that qualifying. 16th place. 17th for Taylor and 18th and last for Phoenix. So we'll be back again in just a few seconds time, guys. I just had Beckett rejoin there. Didn't realise he'd left. So we're back, guys, and we've got 6 seconds left in this session. That wouldn't be very long, would it? No, before the start of the session. So we're just gonna have to see what happens at the start of this race. It's going to be rather interesting, I think. Just to see what happens. So we'll have a little look at the tyre situation. Oh, Vedran going into the wall there. He's got a little bit of lag issue there potentially. Oh, sorry. Made a massive mistake in qualifying. Big Weir is not on the medium tyres because he came out at the end of qualifying on the mediums to help his teammates. So apologies for that. He is on the soft tyres, so I was a little bit confused myself there. But anyway, talking about the top 10, they're all on the softs, and everyone past that is on mediums, all softs, no hard tyres to speak of at the start of this race. So we've got Trunders on the medium tyres, Beckett is on the softs, mediums again for Apex, Wolfang is on the softs, Young One is on the mediums. It's just going to be, it's very strange with Bugs Bunny on the softs, Taylor on the mediums, and finally softs for Phoenix. So Everyone, it's a 50-50 split for the bottom 8 in this race. So it's very interesting. There's the pit stop strategies: 1 stop, soft, medium, or a soft hard. Probably around lap 8 to 10 in this race, and I'm presuming it's going to be a soft, medium, medium, soft for these drivers on the grid today. It's not going to be a strategy based race, that's for sure. So guys, just remember, we are doing driver of the day from now on this season, and this could potentially as well go into your LFR Clean Driver Award at the end of the season. So bear that in mind, guys, when you're out there on the circuit, if anyone is listening or listening from other days. Just seeing the drivers form up on the grid. We've got got Phoenix just lining up now. Got these strange old camera angles. So we might have a slight issue. Sorry guys, bear with me one moment. I think we're going to be having a restart to this race. We'll stay in the same we'll stay on the same